Hey, world, this is Nora from Law Speaks, and we are here with another amazing interview with another amazing artist. Because y'all know how we like to do. We are here with Hollis Roc. Can you introduce?
Uh, yeah, that's what Monica. HR, hiring and firing, but not human resources is Hollis Roc. How's everybody doing?
Well, it is good to have you on the podcast. I've been looking forward
Awesome to
to
be here.
this when as soon as I found out that you were going to be on and I was going to be interviewing you. So um, I'm just really excited about having you on and having our listeners, be able to learn about you and learn about your artistry and maybe a couple of other things that they didn't know that they were going to learn about. So,
Awesome. I'm an open book today.
well, open book, I like that. I like that. So, why don't you just like introduce yourself for us, like your background, things like that.
Man, my background is so vast on different
Mm-hmm.
things. I am HR, Hollis Roc, birth. I don't know if I want to give y'all my government name.
I mean, if you
It
don't,
don't
that's
matter.
fine.
It don't matter my government name on my Facebook page anyway. Government name Frederick Hollis. So that's where I came up with the Hollis Roc from. And originally the rock standing for rhyming out of control
Yeah.
way back in the day. Because I've been doing this for a long time. I started with poetry and rap when I was 10 years old. My
Okay.
mother was a poet. She had books and books of poems. And she started entering me in oratory competitions, and
Mm.
I never lost one. I was in hundreds of oratory competitions, never lost one. And from the age of 10, I was competing against like college, high school, and college kids in oratory competitions,
Oh,
and I
wow.
always won. So that let me know that I had a great speaking voice, I guess, and ability to speak. And I just love being in front of people and speaking, being able to look out into the crowd and see people's eyes and see their emotions, be able to control their emotions with words. And then
Yes.
I parlayed that into rapping and still poetry, and then just been doing it ever since, really. And throughout the years, and had a number of things. Had a record deal with I forgot this so long ago. Fred Mineo was the president, though. The record label that had Kid and Play and Salt and Pepper back in the day.
Okay.
I was with them and did a lot of stuff. Sold records out my trunk. Sold 10,000 records out my trunk back
Mm.
in the day. Me and some of my guys just hitting the streets, mainly over there. If you know, then you know. You saw us over there on 71st and Stony out there
Oh, yeah.
walking around. That was back in the day. I'm dating myself now. That was back in the day, not like today where you just hit the button like bing, and it's everywhere. Wasn't
Hmm.
no everywhere. You had to be everywhere. So yeah, that's a little bit about me, a little bit of the history of the rap thing. But I'm all over the place in a lot of different things. I'm a third degree black belt in Taekwondo.
Okay.
I was teaching that for a while, and I got many interests, but my main interest, the thing that I probably love the most to do is to create, as far as create poems and create
Hmm.
raps, music.
Okay. So I can see how, you creating poetry translates into creating rap because that's kind of like a gateway. I feel like for like a
Absolutely,
lot of people, um, in terms of, doing music in general, not necessarily not even like the rap genre, but just music. Just like you said, because it's oratory. Um, but yeah, I definitely do like that. You just taught me something. Okay. Um, so in terms of that, like did like the poetry that I don't know if you still write it, but did that translate
absolutely.
into, how you make your music now, or has it like changed over the years?
Well, it's everything has changed. As this is the thing that I always tell people, because people seem to think that hip hop is just strictly for young people,
Hmm.
but I try and tell them it's for everybody because one, it's been around long enough to have different demographics of different fans that want to hear different things.
Exactly.
Two, this is not football, basketball, or none of that. Your mind didn't atrophy. Your mind should have got better. You know what I mean? So it's not like you
Exactly.
run slower and you throw shorter or some stuff like that. Your mind actually should have, as you getting becoming more of an adult and learning and getting more experiences, you should actually be better with more experiences. See, some of the stuff that the shorties be talking about,
Mhm.
some people might be like, man, that's some trash. But that might be all that they know at this point. Their
Exactly.
limited understanding. But when you get to reach, as you get older, you should be learning more. So you should be incorporating that into your art form. So your art form should be getting better, not worse. I know so much more than I did,
Hmm.
of course, when I started out. So I learned about all types of different things, different cadences, how to really control the inflection in your breath, your voice, breath techniques, and just a whole host of things.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that too. And the more you know, the more you grow. Um,
Absolutely.
and how it should progress over time, for sure. And I feel like that's with a lot of different things where it just progresses over time, for that. So yeah, for sure. Um, so what would be like the influences behind your music that you make since, like you said, it grew over time?
Well, a lot of influences. Of course, the original influence was my mother with her poetry, because
Hmm.
that poetry got me was the thing that kicked everything off, and the oratory competitions that kicked everything off. So, but now like, and over time it's been different artists like LL,
Hmm.
Eric B and Rakim was definitely one of the ones that I really liked back in the day that really shaped me. And today I
Hmm.
really like J. Cole. He's probably my favorite, J. Cole. And I like
Yes.
Kendrick too.
Yep.
Yeah, I like Kendrick Lamar, but sometimes he's doing some way out stuff, which is cool. But I like more so the lyricism of J Cole. I'm talking about, and of course
Hmm.
Jay Z, Biggie, Tupac, all of them.
Yeah, for sure. No, I definitely rock with J. Cole and Kendrick too, for sure. Like in terms of
Hmm.
like the more recent artists,
Yeah,
I do definitely rock with
yeah,
both of them for lyricism.
yeah. As far as the artists of today, J Cole is probably my favorite, and then it would probably be Kendrick. And then there's some unknown artists that I've heard that I really like that nobody knows. There's so much talent out there that is just
Yes.
unbelievable. I hear every day I'm listening to I'm watching Instagram or something and I see somebody else. I'm like, man, really dope.
Hmm. Yes, for sure. Yeah, I've actually especially on Instagram, like they show new artists all the time. And I'm
Hmm.
always coming across some on my FYP. So I'm like, okay. Uh so in terms of that, I know it's like you said, it's a lot that you like. Um
Hmm.
like what type of music do you typically listen to? Is it like a right away or you just kind of stick to a couple of different genres?
It go all over the place. I like Godsmack, which is like a heavy metal kind of rock and roll
It
type
is. I
thing.
love Godsmack.
Yeah, I like them. I like some gospel music.
Okay.
Like you said, I like Beethoven and Bach, some classical music. I like something from every genre. And
Okay.
usually the funny part about it is when I'm riding in the car, I generally don't even listen to music. I either listen to um sports radio
Yeah.
or
Okay.
I listen to I either listen to sports radio or I listen to instrumental. Because in the car is where I create some of my best stuff. So I'm
Yes.
always getting beats from my producers, and then I'm just driving around because the way I write is generally
Hmm.
I don't write with a pen. Generally, I just write in my head. And then that's how I always did it ever since I was little. I just would write in my head and it just would stick in my head. Recently, I started just jotting some stuff down just to have a physical copy of it, but I don't even really have to do that. Now I'm just doing the voice thing just to keep a physical copy of it. But generally, I'm riding around, the lyrics just pop in my head, and then I'm just making the song as I'm riding around. That's how I generally do it. I don't really like how to I don't like necessarily the radio
Okay.
today because they play this stuff so much. It's like a saturation of the certain songs,
It just
and they
plays it
playing them
out.
like 15 million times. Yeah, and I'm like,
Hmm.
I'm good on that. So I don't really listen to the radio. If I do listen to something, I'll be on like iHeartRadio or Pandora. Listen to one of my lists, and I got all of those lists
Yeah.
broken down. I got the Godsmack list. I got a Tank list. I
Nice.
got Tyrese. I got Bach and Beethoven. I got deep house music. I got everything on my list in Pandora.
Okay. That's actually what's up. I'm I I mean I use a lot of different streaming services in terms of music, but
Yeah.
I do the same thing like but I'm doing more like you said on my commute going to or fro like I'll listen to music and stuff like that too. So and definitely I have some set playlists, but I usually kind of let it do its thing, especially YouTube music because it's pretty good and kind of picking what
Hmm.
you like based on what
Yeah,
you
YouTube.
listen
Yeah.
to already. So,
Yeah, I
um,
use Spotify a lot too.
oh yeah, Spotify is actually good. Like I do Pandora, but I feel like it hops around a lot. It's super
Yeah,
random.
it does hop around a lot, but it's pretty. It's Pandora's learned me pretty good because when
Yeah.
I work out in the gym, that's generally I either use Spotify or Pandora in the gym, and
Mm,
I use it a lot. So it knows me. It knows the songs that I love, so it plays those songs when it
hmm.
goes around and it's skipping.
Got it. Okay. All right. So, I wanted to also talk about some features, more so the White Lines song that you did with
Hmm.
this. So I wanted to touch on that because I was really curious about it.
About what white lines is.
Well, not even so much that is like how that came about. Uh,
Well, Rodis is my guy. I went to high school with Rodis, and we
mm,
were in this club called K5K.
okay.
So he's always been my brother since way back in high school. But he didn't know, he didn't never let nobody know he could rap back then. I was rapping
Oh.
back then, of course, because like I said, I started at 10, so I've been rapping. So I was
Hmm.
rapping in the hallways in school, in high school, and all like that. And he was just sitting around looking. And then when we got out of school, then he finally let people know that he could actually, that he had flow and whatnot. And so we always been cool ever since high school. So we've been kicking it and touching bases and everything. And he told me he was releasing a book
Hmm.
called White Lines, and he wanted to do a song for it. And then,
Hmm.
anytime my brother called on me, then I'm gonna go ahead and drop that heat.
As you should.
Absolutely.
Especially since you guys know each other from way back, and of course, Rodis is a friend of the show and ours. So
Hmm.
I was
Yeah,
just,
that's
I
my
was just
man.
curious. Yes, for sure. Um, so I wanted to also, transition into like how do you handle features? Like is it just if like somebody comes to you and they want a feature, do you just kind of know what you're gonna do off the bat for them telling you, or do you wait till you get the instrumental and kind of do it that way? I know everybody has their different processes.
That's how I do it because to me, the beat speaks to me. That's what I
Mhm.
always tell anybody. The
Yep.
doper the beat you give me, the doper the song is gonna be. It's certain beats that I got, like I don't care. That
Mhm.
the producer gave me that. That's my producer, Dink, and also his cousin G Clever. That's a
Oh, okay.
female. Both of them, they gave me that beat one night. I heard that beat. I was like, you have got to be shitting me. And then I was like, oh, this is done. I was like, this is done. So on the ride home from his house, he stayed on 47th to my house in Linwood. When I got to home, I called him. I was like, it's
Mhm.
done, bro. I was like, it's done. We can record that tomorrow. You know what I'm
Oh, that was
saying?
quick.
Because the way the music just, like I said, I write in my head. So on the car, I was doing it. The music was so, I love feel good music too. Like I love dark stuff sometimes because
Yeah.
you got a myriad of emotions that you want to express. But feel good music, I just love feel good music. And that particular track, I don't care. It makes me, when I hear it, it makes me feel good and it makes me think of being
Yes.
on vacation. That's what I think of when I hear it. That's
Actually, when
why I
I
started
listened
off.
to it, I
Yeah,
thought the same thing. Yeah.
Right. That's why I started off like, let's go somewhere with nice palm trees, a nice calm breeze, a nice blue sea. Because that's what it immediately came to my mind. Like, oh, I feel good. I'm kicking it. I'm in Jamaica somewhere or something like that. So that's
Hmm.
how it works for me. I get the beat. I let the beat speak to me, and then I take it from there. As far as the feature goes, if somebody came to me, then they generally might be coming with their track. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? If they come with their track, then I'm listening to their track and seeing what it make me feel. Because I turn down a lot of tracks because especially at this point, a lyric can carry a track. Can make
Yep.
it better, but I don't want to do that. If I don't like the track, ain't no use to me trying to just be writing over it to make the track better. I want the track to be dope, so it inspires me to even be more creative.
I
And as
get
far as features go, I gotta definitely know or have heard this person before, because I'm not just doing the feature with just anybody. Because I believe in not being trash. So,
you. I got you.
so you can't be your lyrics, and I'm like, nah. I had the features is gonna mainly be people that I know,
Okay.
or at least I definitely heard before several times.
I actually like that process. And it makes sense because, like you said, you want to make something better. You just don't want to carry a track. Um,
Right. I don't want it to be. I don't want to be average. You know what I'm saying? Everybody could be average. I want to be exceptional. That's why I do this, because
yeah.
I love it. Because I can't stop it. Actually, that's another thing, because I have tried before. Like I got a master's in healthcare administration, so
Okay.
I have been working in that field for years. And then it came a point where I was like, man, forget this music stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna do this at all. But
Hmm.
when I try and do it, the minute I hear any type of music, lyrics just flood my head. So it's like I don't even
Yes.
have an option to stop. I'll be doing this until I'm 100, making dope
And
stuff. They'll
you
be
gonna
like,
do it so you
man,
can't do it no more.
man, till my voice box go out, because I just can't even control it really, because the lyrics just come to me. Whether that would be me doing it for myself, writing for other people, because I have written for other people too.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I've written for several other people actually. Back in the day, I used to write for the Brat, but
Oh, nice.
her name wasn't the Brat then. Her name was Paris Paper Dow when
Mm,
she first started. when she first
that's a whole
started,
name.
yeah, that's a whole name. But yeah, I written for her, and I written for some other artists, that some uh some cats you probably wouldn't have heard of in other cities and stuff like that. But yeah, I can write for other people. As far as writing for other people, I would get to know that person, because I don't believe in
Yeah.
just writing something that I would do. I believe in knowing them, knowing their
Hmm.
story, knowing they hearing their inflections and their pitch and their tones and all like that. Then I can make something custom made for a person, for whoever.
I actually like that custom made, not just the same verse on um every single feature that you do, something custom.
Absolutely.
Yes, I do
Absolutely.
like that as well. It
Yeah,
shows
I'm not a
care.
record. I'm not a repeat verse type of dude. I'm not. You're not gonna hear one of my verses and then hear it on 5 different songs, because every song, like if I'm doing a feature on somebody else's album, it's made specifically for that one. I'm not gonna take that one and then put it on this next person's album too.
Got it. I like that. So, segueing into how you don't like to have, the same verse on every album, we got to talk about your own, and we got to talk about Legendary, because that is what we're here for. So
Legendary.
yes, tell me about that. I want to know kind of how that came about, and of course your vacation feel good music that you started off with.
Man.
I want to know about it.
Okay. Well, I've been working with this producer called Dink. He's a DJ slash producer, DJ
Mm-hmm.
Dink, and we've been working together for years, since way back. We were signed with a record label called Beg, Borrow, and Steal
Mm-hmm.
back in the day. I think that was back in like 2008, 2010, somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
So on that record label, that was a record label that was out in Gary. And on that record label, we had, I think we had like 57. It was either 57 or 67 artists.
Mm,
It was called the largest, most dangerous record label in the world, and we really had a lot of heat on all of those people. That's where I first met him at, and then
mm,
from there we just stuck together and kept on creating music, and have done some things throughout that time, and then we had chilled down. We always been making music though, because he always give me beats, and then I always make songs, whether no matter what we do as far as performing them or putting them out to see what they do or whatever.
mm.
But then we came together on this project like we really about to do this and put everything behind this one. So he gave me some tracks. The track he gave me to start off with was Sugar Free. That's the second
Okay.
single that's on there. And then I ran with that, and he just kept on giving me beats. Him and I got beats from him, G Clever, and from this guy, his name is Ace. And they just
Nice.
kept on giving me beats and giving me beats. And the more they gave, the more I ate. And the next thing you
Hmm.
know, we was like, yeah, man, let's let's really do this. And so those was the three songs that's on there. I Don't Care, Sugar Free, and Take Money that you see that we chose for the EP. Now we're working on just finishing up though. I'm gonna add another 12 songs for the album
Oh,
that we're gonna
okay.
drop in probably like a couple of months once we ride this EP for a second, and then we're gonna put the whole thing out. So that's basically how that came up.
Well, that is a great way to kind of like come up with that. And the fact that you're gonna add 12 more tracks onto that,
Absolutely,
like I'm kind of excited because 12 more songs. And
man. They
the
go
first three are fire already. 12 more. Oh man, I'm about to be
and this is
having that on repeat.
see this is the thing of me, the music I try and make it like how it was back in the day. Back in the day, you used to be able to play an album and you wouldn't skip hardly ever. You wouldn't need to, because every song would be a banger. That's my whole thing. When I have a song, I don't have fillers. I don't have a song like, that's okay. Let's just throw it on there. Hell no. If it's okay, then get it up out of here. It got to be a banger. So every song that's gonna be on there is a banger for sure.
Nice. Okay, your team no skips. I get you.
And no skips,
Okay. So I
no
know
song left behind.
I know we was talking a little bit about like kind of what you wanted to do with Legendary before we started, and you had mentioned like a steppers challenge that you wanted to do since
Absolutely.
social media is the thing right now. So tell me a little bit about that because I'm kind of waiting to see it.
Absolutely. So we were thinking about it. You know how they have all the TikTok dance challenges and all like that.
Hmm.
And we was thinking and we was talking about it, and just was like, man, a steppers challenge, that would be cool, because when I put it out there and people listening to it, they saying that they love the single, but a lot of people like, man, I can step to that. And I'm like,
Hmm.
yeah, it does have a steppers feel. You know what I'm saying? It's a feel good and it's a steppers feel. So I was like, why not do a steppers challenge? So I got friends, and we're looking for whoever to do, somebody to kick it off. You know how it is.
Right.
Somebody kick it
Yep.
off and
Yeah,
then pass
somebody
it
it
out.
just take that one person.
Right. So I'm looking for somebody that's cold, two cold steppers to kick it off, and then we just ride with it and let it ride. And then I'm gonna need steppers also for because we plan on shooting a video for I Don't Care. I think within the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Mm. Well, so you heard it here first. You it's gonna be a steppers challenge as well as looking for steppers. So we of course gonna put all the links in the episode so we can, if you wanna reach out, you can. Maybe if you're in the area, you can go ahead and work it out.
Come on, work it out.
Work
Show
it
them what
out.
you got. Show them what you got.
Cause but being from Chicago, we got some of the coldest steppers to ever
Absolutely.
walk the face of the earth.
Absolutely.
So,
I already know this. That's why I'm like, oh yeah, this won't be a problem at all. And this
look,
this steppers challenge should just go crazy.
it definitely should. I mean, it's been a lot of challenges lately, but I don't know, and we need some new fresh, challenges because I know they had like the boots on the ground challenge and they got the Tamiya challenge and all these other challenges, but I'm definitely ready
Hmm.
to see another challenge out there.
Here we go. Let's
Yeah,
go.
for sure. Is there anything else that you want to, leave with the listeners? Because I know a lot of our guests like to drop gems. So, what do you want to leave?
Well, man, gratitude. I'm so thankful to be able to still be able to do this and to just have this gift because I considered it the gift and the curse at the same time for the
Mm.
for the longest. Because I'm like I'm trying to stop this, but it's like you hear the voices in your head, you can't stop it. But embracing it and accepting it and letting me be what I am and what I do. I am a creative. I am creativity in itself in human form. So doing what I do, that's love, and I appreciate everybody that listens to it, that streams it, that download it. Keep on doing it, cause I'm gonna keep on doing it, and that's for sure.
And you heard it here. And we like to make sure we run them streams up and, just support our artists. So when we do link it, please support. Your cost to support is free. It's free to listen. So,
Absolutely,
and it's free to share. So go ahead and just make sure that you guys support because we want to keep supporting, artists and empowering artists on the platform. Can you
and it's
tell?
all platforms. It's on all
Yes.
platforms. It's everywhere. It's Spotify. It's Apple Music. It's iTunes. It's Whoop De Woo. It's it's YouTube. It's Pandora. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. You can't get away from it. And if you want to add me at Instagram, is Hollis, which is HOLLIS Roc 7. So Hollis Roc 7. And remember, because people always forget, it's ROC, not ROCK.
You heard it. ROC, not ROCK.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, it has been a pleasure having you on. I learned a lot. I hope our listeners learned a lot. And we hope to have you back on soon when you have that next 12 out. Uh,
Absolutely.
yes, for the album. So this has been Nora of Law Speaks, and it has been Hollis Roc, ROC, not ROCK. And we will
Thank
see
you.
you when we see you.
All right. Peace.